What's up, fuckers? My name is Alexander Hamilton. Welcome to my channel and welcome back to Dream Daddy! I managed to catch the badge before he fell off my shoulder that time. Here comes the music. Okay, so hopping back into the game. Oh.
Welcome. You've got Dad.
Oh, that is nasty. That's the last time we buy Walmart brand gallons of spring water. That's the last. Wait, no, these were from Food Lion. Shut up. Shut up, me. Okay, so last episode we went on the second date with Hugo and listened to some high school drama from Amanda, but it's time to choose who's next. And you know what it's time for? It's time for Shiny Click Clacks. One of which I just dropped. Where the hell did it go? Please don't tell me that was the D8. No, that was not. I think that might have been my D10. Where the hell did it go? Why do things that fall onto this floor just disappear? Where the hell did my die go? Hold on, I'm not just ignoring this like the quarter. This is my favorite dice set. I refuse to leave it incomplete. Found it! Okay, it's time to roll. Hey, we land on an 8 or a number that represents a dad we've already done the second date with, I'll just re-roll. Shiny click clack still we true, which hot daddy will be my boo? 4, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like it's gonna be Robert. I've had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to think he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times on dad books, says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I tried to send him one last message, figuring this will probably produce the same result. Hey man, I don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from the computer because at this point I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all cut up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. Ah, I'll bake her favorite pie. I root through the pantry and pull up the ingredients. This is an old family recipe I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into a saucepan to make a filling. Normally I don't multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Oh man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My specialty twist on Grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? More cherries, salt, almond extract. It's gotta be almond extract. Oh, it's almond extract, duh. Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. Finally get the pie into the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in here? 50 minutes? I'll just wing it. Amanda's gonna be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. I have a seat at the kitchen table to do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops, what smells like pie in here? It's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside. Yes! Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? Fine, you caught me. Nothing. I've been leading a double life. Eeny, meeny, miny, you. Nothing. Can't a dad just bake his daughter a pie for no reason other than to make her happy? I don't trust you. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. Huh? What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly, and you're currently right now trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? Well, Was it art when you tried to make brownies that accidentally created chlorine gas? Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you just eat the pie, Panda? I cut us a few slices, we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the slice and the buttery crust glistens. I watch Amanda take a bite. Ugh. What's wrong? Is it not good? Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie's amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right. The pie is pretty incredible, as it always is. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. Dad, your sleeve is on fire! I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, then we both start getting ready for bed. I decided to check Dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Huh. Hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lie down. Hey. Alexander? Hey. Hey, Alexander. Hey, I'm outside. Come on, come outside. What is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. I walk over to it ready to turn it off when I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here. I look out my window and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. I open my door to try and figure out what's going on. Hey. Hey.
Oh.
Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping. That's no fun. Come hang out. I would argue the sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little. Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realize that I am, in fact, not wearing pants.
Huh.
I mean, I don't mind. That did not look very sexy with me doing it, but that would probably look sexy if Robert did it. Right, 1 second. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. Ready? Ready. Hop in. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Oh no. He smokes! Oh, why? Why does he have to be a smoker? Damn it! Damn it, damn it! He was so hot! Fuck! Shit! I have asthma, so I literally am physically unable to breathe around someone who even smells like cigarette smoke. Son of a bitch. He was so fucking hot. Why did he have to be a smoker? Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac. You like Tom Waits? Hoist that rag. What does that mean? I love Tom Waits. Tom who? I love Tom Waits. Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits, alright. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. Fuck. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired as he always does, but there's something a bit more that I just can't place. Are you okay? I'll let your car say nothing. He doesn't like small talk. But, are you okay? Just peachy. Oh, that was the right thing to do. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Oh.
Just hang on, we're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. Wow. This is so pretty. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some of the trees next to us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's all so gorgeous. Okay. This clip is gonna be on the internet forever. Get your mind out the gutter and do this line with a straight face. Alexander, for once in your life, do something straight. This clip's gonna be on the internet forever. Okay. This is where I come to masturbate. That clip is gonna be on the internet forever. What? I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? This is my little spot where I come to think. Sure, I'm sure you love to think out here. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. It really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight and I suddenly realize what it is. Oh shit, that's a knife! Oh, please don't stab me. Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Please don't stab me with that either. Maybe you could stab me with something else.
Hey.
Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it.
No.
Oh, I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was gonna stab you just now? What? No. Hate to break it to you, but I did in fact bring you out here to harvest your organs. Laugh, play along. Play along. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will.
Oh.
2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate. Nothing gets past you, huh?
Hey.
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me. I'm gonna warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. I laugh. You ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. What did you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. Alexander, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. Like, that you're dismissing it before you've even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground, perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up. Sure, he's not talking about the one in his pants. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety? No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands. Yeah, I've been there before. Or I have way too many hobbies in general, but a lot of that does involve, I do way too many different kinds of crafts to count, and the majority of them involve knives, so yeah, tiny scars all over my fingers. Not intentionally. That's not a thing I do. Ew, it's just, I do way too many arts and crafts that involve knives, okay? You can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs. Oh shit, is it minigame time?
Knife that wood.
Okay then. This is a pretty easy minigame. That's a good start. What is it? Sharp stick, a pencil, a knitting needle. Knitting needle. But only one? You made a useless knitting needle. Did I do a good? This is a pretty easy minigame. Tell me about this one. Popsicle stick, tongue depressor, flat worm. Flat worm. Gross. Okay. That a sound of failure? And what? I missed what he said. Toothpick, bubble popper, something to make me look tougher. Something to make me look tougher. It's working. I think you could take me in a fight. Probably. You made a tough guy accessory. What's this? A chicken nugget? I don't know, a Ouija board planchette? All you need is to carve up a board and we're all set. And also maybe carve a ghost. This is fun and oddly relaxing. Nice form. What's it supposed to be? Self-portrait Louisiana. It's you. Louisiana. Good old Louisiana. Beautiful place. Got stabbed there once, you know? Or was it Kentucky? Does that even look like Louisiana? I don't even know. Interesting. What do we have here? Chopstick, righty, chopstick, lefty, chopstick, ambidextrous. It's a stick. Made a chopstick, ambidextrous. That's a big old chunk of wood. That's real chunky. Carve, carve, carve. Oh, it's a swan. You keep this up, you'll be a whittling pro in no time. Swan, duck, new friend. And I'm gonna say it's a duck because I just started following this Instagram account called Dunkin' Ducks, and it's absolutely adorable. Well, look at this shit. It's a duck. And he scram. It's adorable. It's a duck. Maybe next time you can carve up some wooden bread crust to feed him. No, do not feed ducks bread, it kills them. I made a cool duck. Hey, oh, another big one. It's another big boy. big honkin' chonky boy. Is that a horse? Beautiful handiwork. What do you call it? Big old dog, the spirit of the Mustang, Sir Horsington the Brave. How can I not? A brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature. You made a beautiful gift for Amanda. Oh, that was fun. Dad tip number 18, always carry a pocket knife. Well, I don't have an official pocket knife, so I carry kitchen knives, but hope I can get an official one someday. Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. Relaxing? I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. While I'm distracted, the knife slices through my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Robert is lost in carving. He doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff did this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Hold tight. He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. He comes back for a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and wipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. I guess I'm a real whittler now.
Oh.
That you are. Be careful, though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Tons of them out here, you know. And I just heard my mom arrive home. I'm gonna go say hi. Well, that was weird. Turns out my mom is not home, which is weird because I definitely heard the door open. I'm fine. Cryptids. Lots of them out there, you know. Cryptids like Mothman and stuff. Mothman is bullshit, but yeah, this town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I heard. I'm a skeptic myself. Or at least I was. There are things in this woods that we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in the city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad. You ever hear of the Dover Ghost? I don't think so.
Hey.
But let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy. She's a big pit bull. Real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude. Betsy goes to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. I love pit bulls. They're so cute. Second day. I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. It's a little late and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. I can't hear the birds, the crickets, the squirrels, nothing. Dead silent.
Oh?
Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life, right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing. Nobody's there. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know I should be too. And I see it in the distance. A man. But if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it. It just looked wrong. Big. Arms too long for its body. Black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy and I turn around to check on her, but she's gone. Into thin air. No, not the pit bull! I didn't sleep in my tent that night. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night. I don't think I've slept right since. Please tell me the pity made it out okay. Please say you're kidding that the pity was okay. That's terrible. You're lying. You know, that's terrible. Wow. Robert.
Hey.
I'm so sorry. They say if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. Please tell me you're kidding and the pit bull was okay. A howl resonates through the woods. It didn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl. Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right? I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away. Hey, I can barely make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Someone's burying a body. Do you see that? We should go. Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that? The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone was illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve. Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves. There was a person burying a fucking body. Bump my mic. We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of what that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city. Thanks for coming out. This was fun.
Oh?
I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. I had to get out of the house. Had to be around somebody. You doing okay, man? Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette. Been doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in the sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think... Hold on. Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am. Try to think of something to say. I remember all the times in my life when I've been sad, and there's a great many of them. But there's always the light at the end of the tunnel, something I held on to that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. That sucks. I'm glad you told me. Maybe we would deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost. I'm glad you told me. It must have taken a lot for you to want to tell somebody this. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be. Do you ever... wish you were a better father? I think about it for a second. All the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret or wish I could have done better. But I don't have the answers. I don't know if anyone does. It's funny. I look at you in a relationship with your daughter and it seems perfect. It isn't. At least you're there for her. I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me. What did your dad do? It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. Don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom. Do you hate him? No. I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all the happiest moments in my life, they're all with Amanda. And Alex, he just wasn't there. That's the name of my husband. Please don't tell me I married another Alex. Holy shit. Wait, no, I chose, is that the name? Wait, I just remembered that I chose that fictional me had a wife. It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison. What? Oh, made-up person. I turn and smile at him. No, he's retired in Florida with my mom. We go there every Christmas. We both break out into laughter. Oh, I guess that's fictional me's dad's name. He pats me on the shoulder. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. He gave me a knife. That's sweet. Robert smirks and pulls away. And he immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting. Cryptid hunt. We're gonna catch ourselves a monster. You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda, You know what? It's fine. I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking toward her room. Hey, Amanda? She stops. I love you. It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night. I chuckle to myself, then finally decide to go to bed. Date complete!
That was really special.
I'm sorry. I think the fuck not, bitch. Ugh. Alright, fine. Fine. It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh, so I decided to take the long way home. I casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide walkable sidewalks at night. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Ooh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. A drop of water hits my head, and now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. Turns out my team isn't playing tonight, but I certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, with the feeling of camaraderie over shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice.
Hey.
I look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary. Excuse me. Sitting alone in the corner, nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's off by herself and not hanging off some younger guy, she looks so sad. She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into the middle distance. She does cheat on her husband, so she's not the best person. And she doesn't really like me that much, but you know what? People are more than shades of black and white. Let's go say hi. So I have to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. Is seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways, and she finally notices me. Hey, cowboy. alright? Never better. She hiccups. Guess she's a little far gone. Tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh. Will you walk a gal home? Sure. I slide out of the booth. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. I reach out a hand to help her, but she waves me away. I got it. She clearly does not got it. You know what? Hang out here for a second. I'll walk over to the bartender and pay Mary's tab. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac and I'm just making sure she gets home safe tonight. I know you. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just... She usually has one of the bar staff walk her home, but I trust you. She doesn't, like, go home with... I don't really want to say it. One of the guys she meets? Nah. Ain't her thing. Huh. I head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out of the seat and directly into my arms. I don't like where this is going. It's still raining a little bit, but I take off my coat and hold it over Mary's head. Such a gentleman. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street toward the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say to her, for fear that she might hit on me. Or not. What does the bartender mean by ain't her thing? Sorry you have to see me like this. I'm usually not. I know Joseph doesn't like it, but I just sorry. It's alright. I'm sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's alright. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm just having a really... Forget it. As we get to the cul-de-sac and feel Mary starting to slow down. By the time we arrive at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait, can we just... Hold on. What's wrong? How about another drink, for old time's sake? Come on, Mary, it's bedtime. Mary looks me up and down, giving me a half smile. You're right. She pulls me in close for a hug, holding on to me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She mumbles into my chest. You're a good kid. Thanks for the company. Mary gives me a pat on the back, straightens out her sweater, and walks the rest of the way to the front door herself. Huh. That was an interesting interaction.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Woo! Okay, that's gonna be the end of this video. And hopefully I'm not about to be murdered. Okay, grab this just in case. Okay, try to fuck with me, bitch. Stabby, stabby. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a fantastic day. Be gay. Do crime. I love you. Bye!